welcome back to our channel. My name is Emmy, my husband is Paul, and this is the channel Frugal Money Saver. We are so excited to share this video with you today. We have been saving a bunch of different ways and we want to share them all with you. Some hints and tips on how to save on household expenses, things like that. And I also want to share with you my vintage Pyrex. A lot of you have been saying, can we just see your pieces and the patterns? And I am happy to do that with you. I won't take a ton of time. We'll try to get through it really quickly, but it is fun to share. If you are new here, we are an early retirement couple, debt-free, living in the state of New York. And basically our channel is just showing you how we live life more abundantly on less money. So if that sounds good, hit that subscribe button. Remember to give this a big thumbs up if you enjoy it. And don't forget to click and hold that notification bell. Let's get right to the vintage Pyrex. I'll show you the patterns. We'll talk very briefly. Then we'll get on to some really good money saving hints and tips. This is one of the first ones I'll show you. This is the butter print turquoise on white. And I do have two of these. This was first created in 1956 and the pattern ran through 62. The next one is called Old Orchard. And this was 74 to 75. And I have one in the oval and we have one in the small square. One of my favorites. This is Golden Acorn, and this was only produced between 1960 and 1963, and this is the large oval. Over here, the patterned gooseberry, and I have the black on white, and I have the black on yellow. I have three of those, and those were in circulation between 1957 and 1966. This is another favorite of mine. I always put these out around Halloween. They go great with my Halloween decorations. And the next one is called Town and Country. You have the brown on the white, and then you also have the orange and brown on the white. This was produced 1963 to 67. And on this one, I also have the divided dish, which these are just so great for vegetables when you're serving. Now, this is my snowflake pattern, and underneath is another divided dish. This one is rather special. My sister-in-law, Laura, gave me this one. It was, I believe, her mom's. And she gifted me that, and so that holds a dear place in my heart. When anybody ever gives you a piece of Pyrex, it's pretty awesome, actually, I think. It is worth something, so when they're willing to part with it and give it to you, that makes it even more special. This is the Golden Tulip pattern. This was 1962 to 63. This is called the Brown Floral Woodland pattern, 78 to 83. So this is a little bit newer. This is the early American pattern, and this was 62 to 71, and this is the gold on brown. And then this is your basic brown. The solid colors all came out around the 60s or so. This one is Spring Blossom. This was from 72 to 79. And you can see all the different shapes. Some are the Cinderella bowls, some are the squares, some are the mixing. So I have a mixture of both. This is called the Autumn Floral Verde, and this was done in 1966. This is the Blue Daisy, and this was done in 1986. This is another gifted one. This is the Opal. This was in the 1960s, a divided dish. One of my best friends, Debbie, gave me this one. So again, when you're gifted a piece of Pyrex, it always holds a special place in your heart. Over here, we have the Spring Blossom. That was around 72, 79. And I have this little bowl that goes with it. And then this over here is the Spring Blossom. It almost looks the same, but it's not. It's got littler flowers. And this is the Spring Blossom Green number 2. Now these on the table I store. We have shelves upstairs that I store. These will go back upstairs, and I do keep some down here for display as well. So I just did my spring display over here in the cabinet. And up top, you can see that's the butter print, and I also have the white on turquoise up there. And then we come down, this bottom piece right here is called the Blue Tulip. And it was a promo piece from 1964 to 1965. A promo piece was a piece that Pyrex would put out for Mother's Day or in June for weddings, things like that, holiday time. And they were only out for a very short time, and there weren't a lot of them made. And I have two promo pieces, and this is one of them, the Blue Tulip. This beautiful bright yellow was around 1957 to 63. The turquoise in the back. The turquoise came out a little earlier. That was around 1956. This one up front is the Snowflake Garland, and that was actually in the early 70s, 72 to 75. And this is my Pink Daisy Pyrex. This is one of my favorites. Oh my goodness, hands down, I think that is just one of my favorites. And then we have the turquoise down here again, and the pink. And then this is your yellow primary. There's, I think, 4 in the set of these, but this one I actually found. And this is probably my oldest piece. They came out in around 1945 to 1949. And down here again, and in the back, you can see that is the butter print again as well. And now you also see I have the bright yellow, the bright pink, and then you see that blue one in the middle. That is another promo piece. That's called Blowing Leaves. I think that one's just amazing as well. And you see these two beautiful salt and pepper shakers. My niece, Natanya, who you have seen in videos with me, gifted me them for my birthday, and they are just stunning. Again, when it's just so thoughtful, and it goes beautifully with this spring arrangement here. I know I did that rather quickly, but I just wanted to give you an overview and the names of the pieces. My collection, I have never paid more. I think 3 of the butter print bowls. They almost look like the Amishman on it. I paid 3 of those for $20, $7 a piece. I think by far that is the most I have ever paid for Pyrex. What I do is I check tag sales, I check garage sales, church bazaars, flea markets, things like that. I usually will not pay more than $5 a piece. I won't. I am not one of these people that goes on eBay and, you know, pays $75 and $100 a piece. That's not how I collect. That's not how we want to collect. And now I am definitely to the point where if I don't love the piece, no matter how inexpensive it is, I'm not buying it. That's where I am at this point. My goal one day, and I hope, is to find one of their Christmas patterns. I know they made a poinsettia one, and there's some red Pyrex. These are really rare and hard to find, and if you do find them, they are usually very expensive. So just a little insight on how I collect. It's not like I am trolling Etsy and eBay trying to, you know, pay hundreds of dollars for these pieces. So, and it is the thrill of the hunt for us. It's definitely the thrill of finding a piece at such a great price. And it makes us happy. They're beautiful. I know some people have talked about there being lead in Pyrex paint and things like that. That is something you're going to have to research. You're going to have to look up for your individual pieces. That's something you have to research on your own. I am not knowledgeable enough about that to give you any kind of information, but I do. Now we're going to switch gears a little bit. And I want to talk to you about how we saved some good money this month and how maybe some of these tips can help you save some money. Number 1, I got a letter in the mail from our home insurance company saying that we hadn't replaced our roof in so many years and our premium is going to go up because if the roof has to be replaced, it's an older roof, and you know, this whole big form letter. So I said to Paul, wait a minute, we had the roof replaced like 10 years ago. And sure enough, keep your receipts. If you have any kind of repairs done on your home, start a file, keep those receipts. They're invaluable. I called my homeowner's insurance And I said, I got this letter, but we did get it replaced. And she says, can you send me a copy of the bill saying your roof was redone? Pulled the copy right out, sent it to them. They told us they were going to make the premium higher. When we sent the receipt in, the premium actually came down. If you have any questions about changes in your policy, anything like that you see, don't just dismiss it as, oh, well, I'll pay it. Find out why they're increasing it. Find out what you can do maybe to bring it down lower. And all I had to do was make a photocopy of a roof we got put on like 10 years ago, and it saved us quite a bit of money. When you get these letters saying something's going up on your car insurance, on your home insurance, question it. Just don't take it for face value. Number 2, being Amazon Prime members, we got a month free of Showtime. I was so excited. Any kind of TV in the wintertime works for us, so we had it for the month of February. What I did was when I got that free trial, I went right to my phone, and the day before it was going to end, I put it in my phone, Showtime ends, cancel. And sure enough, my alarm went off on my phone the day before Showtime was to renew at the full $10 a month, which I didn't want to pay. I canceled it. No harm, no foul. We got a month free of Showtime. And I noticed a lot of channels now, premium channels, if you have streaming into your home, are offering really good deals. 99 cents a month for stars or whatever the channel may be. They're great deals if you remember to cancel them. So I saved us a bunch of money because once you go over that one day after you're supposed to cancel, you're going to have to pay for the whole month. So make sure if you get one of these low-cost free trials on a TV channel, remind yourself when and how to cancel. So we saved ourselves some money there. Number 3, we are allowed with our garbage pickup 2 bulk pickups a year for free. They're allowed to be 9 feet long, 3 feet wide, and 3 feet high of, let's say, old furniture or whatever you may have that you want to get rid of, bulk items that are not good enough to give away. Well, I called up and sure enough, our sanitation department said, yes, it's included in your taxes. You are allowed 2 bulk pickups a year. So Paul and I did some great spring cleaning. We got rid of a ton of stuff. And there are limitations of what you can and can't put out, but it is worth a phone call. If you do not know if you have bulk pickup or not, and you're bringing it somewhere where you have to pay to get rid of it, this is a great money-saving tip. We saved ourselves a lot of money. That was an absolute blessing because a lot of times in our area, you have to pay for someone to come and take your bulk away. So always check and see, maybe it's free in your area. So we saved a bunch of money on that. Number 4, we had bought tickets to see one of the greatest Southern rock groups of all time, the Outlaws. Way back in 2019 for March of 2020. We had tickets to see their concert. And as you know, concert tickets are expensive. They were $60 a piece, but this is something we enjoy doing, so it was worth the splurge. Well, they canceled because of what was going on with the virus. And it was postponed till this March of 2021. And I said to Paul, we still can't gather here in New York. I said, I'm going to call and find out about these tickets because something's not right. They've held these tickets. Now nobody's gotten in touch with me for a refund. So I called the venue and I said, I hold 2 tickets to the Outlaws. They gave me every penny back, including the service fee that they charge to book. Yes, they charge a service fee to get concert tickets, but they gave us every cent back. They put it right back on my credit card. Now, somebody else maybe would say, well, I'm going to hold on to them. Maybe they'll come back. And yes, if they do come back, we'd be happy to see them. But right now, somebody's holding on to our money. There's no end result in sight. So I think the money would be better off coming back to us. So we have $136 extra dollars on our credit card that we had almost forgotten about. Again, save your receipts. Thank goodness we had our tickets. We were able to refer back to the numbers on those tickets. It worked out perfectly. If you have anything like that going on, always follow through, ask questions, find out. The other thing we did was we went and I rented 2 movies and a book at the library. 25 bucks I saved. They said in one shot. Don't forget your library for DVDs, for books, for all kinds of wonderful treasures. My library, they have racks of DVDs that you can go in and browse. And if your library is not open, you're not allowed to go in yet, always look online. What I do is if a new movie comes out, I put it on hold at the library right away. And then when it comes in, they call me and I just go and pick it up. Putting things on hold with your library card online is the greatest way to get new releases. Why pay, like I said, for premium movie channels when all these movies can be gotten for free from your local library? The next tip I had brought up to you once before, and I'm going to show you the results. I told you to go on to Bath & Body Works and make sure you enter your email on there. Last month, they sent me a coupon for a free $14.95 item. I was able to get strawberry pound cake, ultra shea body cream. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Perfectly for free. This month, they just sent me another one, and this time they're giving me any free gift up to $7.95. So I got another one, and there's no purchase necessary. Bath & Body Works, just go onto their site and enter your email and your mailing address, and they will send you these coupons. I mean, you can't beat free. It's great. So those are just some tips and hints to motivate you to make sure that your money is staying in your pocket and not someone else's. Another thing I want to talk to you about is our stimulus check. What are we doing? These checks are meant to stimulate the economy. Because of everything that has been going on, they're asking us to put it back into the economy. And I do understand that. I would believe that paying off debt, if you bought something, is stimulating the economy because you're paying back what you owe. But in our case, we're like, what could we buy that would stimulate the economy, but something we really truly need? And I am going to tell you what it is. We needed a new back door. I told you my house was built in the 40s. And this door is the original door to the house from 1940. Yes, I'm not kidding. Our front door is new, but the back one, we've always used the same back door. It's this old wooden door. But it was time we got a new one, definitely. We found a local, well-respected, well-rated company to put this door in for us. And we got ourselves a new back door with the stimulus check. It was something we really needed. The door wasn't as airtight as it should be. There wasn't a really great lock on it either. No peephole. I mean, it was just this big window as you saw in the photo. This is something we really needed. And we also love the fact that it was going back to a small local business here in our town. So it was a win-win for both of us. And I'm curious, what are you all doing with your stimulus checks if you're getting one? We're super excited to have this done, and we were very blessed to be able to give it back. So I hope this video was fun for you. I hope you enjoyed seeing my Pyrex. If you have any questions, just leave them down below. I hope the tips were helpful. Just a little bit of everything. We love having this time with you. You have no idea how much fun Paul and I have putting these videos together. Even bringing all the Pyrex down and setting it up. It's just great to be able to share our lives with you. And we thank you for allowing us to do that. Enjoy your weekend. We love you so much. Stay well, stay safe. Please give this a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. And remember, we love you and we wish you blessings. Until our next video, bye-bye.